On October 29, 2025, something happened in Rio de Janeiro that's already become a dark chapter in Brazil's history. I'm talking about the massive police raid in Penha, a neighborhood that's no stranger to tension, but never anything close to this. In the early hours, hundreds of heavily armed police launched a planned operation targeting the Comando Vermelho, the notorious drug gang that's long been a dominant force in Rio. According to officials, this raid was in the works for 2 months. The strategy? Push gang members from the city streets into the dense surrounding forests, where elite special forces waited. What followed was absolute chaos. Residents woke up to gunfire, and soon after, a reality that's hard to process. Bodies scattered along forest trails, dozens more retrieved by locals, and laid out on Penha's main road. The final toll, at least 119 people dead, including 4 police officers. That's the highest death count ever recorded in a single police operation in Brazil. Rio's Secretary of Public Security, Victor Santos, later admitted they anticipated elevated lethality but insisted it was not desired. Meanwhile, Governor Claudio Castro defended the police, calling it a necessary strike against narco-terrorism. He claimed most of those killed were armed gang members who fired on police. But that explanation hasn't satisfied everyone. Human rights groups, civil society leaders, and even the United Nations are demanding answers. The UN Human Rights Office called for a swift, transparent investigation, pointing out a pattern of excessively lethal police actions in Brazil. They're worried this isn't an isolated event. It's part of a bigger problem. Critics say the tactics used, military-style raids, overwhelming force, little regard for civilian safety, are not just dangerous, but dehumanizing. And while officials deny any link to upcoming international events in Rio, like the C40 Mayors Summit or the COP30 Climate Conference, the timing has raised eyebrows. For many Brazilians, this raid echoes painful memories. The 2021 Jacarezinho operation, where 28 died, and even the infamous 1992 Carandiru prison massacre. The question now is, will this tragedy finally force a reckoning with how Brazil polices its most vulnerable communities? No matter where you stand, one thing is clear. What happened in Penha isn't just about crime and law enforcement. It's about the power dynamics, the value of life, and the future of justice in Brazil. I'll keep following this story. Thanks for watching.